Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into the core philosophy behind the hugely influential book, 12 Rules for Life. We're going to break down the big ideas from the source material, lay them out clearly, and really see what it's all about.
All right, so the book kicks off with this old joke. Moses comes down from the mountain and he tells his people he's got good news and bad news. The good news? He talked God down from 15 commandments to just 10. And the bad news? Adultery is still in. It's a great way of getting at this core human problem the book tackles. We kind of know rules are good for us, but man, some part of us just always wants to push back.
And that really is the central question, isn't it? We seem to want structure, but at the same time, we crave freedom. So how are you supposed to build a good life when you need guidance but hate being told what to do? Well, the book argues that the answer isn't just about the rules themselves. It's about first understanding the map of the world you're living in.
So before we can even get to the rules, we have to look at the book's foundational concept of reality. It's a term called being, and it's a lot bigger than just the physical world you see around you.
Just think of being as literally everything you experience. Not just the stuff you can touch and see, but also your thoughts, your emotions, your dreams, your fears. And the book argues that this total experience is a constant dance between two massive fundamental forces, an idea that's perfectly captured in that ancient Taoist symbol of yin and yang. So this is how the book basically maps out reality. On one side, you have order. That's the world we know, our structures, our traditions, everything that's predictable. On the other side, you have chaos. That's the great unknown. It's where both danger and brand new opportunities live. And according to the book, the place where you find a truly meaningful life is right on that razor's edge between the two.
Okay, so let's see how this all works in practice with the very first rule. Stand up straight with your shoulders back. I mean, it sounds like something your mom would tell you, right? But the book uses this simple idea to dive deep into the biology of hierarchy, going back 350 million years, starting with a very, very unlikely teacher, the lobster.
So, why lobsters? Well, it's because their brains are relatively simple. We can actually map their neural circuits and see with total clarity this ancient logic that governs how living things react to winning and losing. And the book's big claim is that this exact same ancient logic is still humming away deep inside our own brains today. And this ancient logic leads to something called Price's Law, which you see in lobster hierarchies and in human societies. You see it right here on the chart. It's a principle of unequal distribution. In many domains, the top 1% ends up producing or possessing as much as the bottom 50% combined. It's a stark reality of hierarchies. Winners tend to keep on winning.
Here's how it works. Think of it as a feedback loop. Two lobsters fight over territory. When one wins, its brain gets a nice big shot of serotonin. It feels confident, and its posture literally changes. It stands up taller. The loser, its serotonin levels plummet. It physically slumps, and it becomes way more likely to back down from the next fight. See, its posture isn't just a pose. It's a direct readout of its brain chemistry and its place in the world.
And this is where it gets really interesting, because this isn't just a fun fact about crustaceans. The book makes the powerful case that this exact same ancient circuitry is at work inside of us, right now, connecting our physical posture directly to our mental state. So when you slouch, you're not just telling other people that you feel defeated. You're actually sending that same signal to the most ancient part of your own brain. And that can trigger a chemical cascade that lowers your serotonin, making you feel more anxious, less confident, and way more likely to back away from a challenge. And right here, this is the pivot. This is where the rule transforms from simple biology into deep philosophy. The physical act of standing up straight becomes a symbol, a metaphor, for a much bigger, more profound choice about how you decide to face the world. So standing up metaphysically, what does that mean? It means choosing to face the difficulties of life voluntarily on your own terms. And get this. Your nervous system responds completely differently when you decide to confront a challenge versus when you just brace for a catastrophe. When you face it head on, you're actually wired to see the opportunity that's hiding inside the danger.
So standing up straight is really just step one. It's about making that choice to face chaos voluntarily. And this very idea of choice, well, that's the ultimate prescription the book offers. Because in pretty much any situation, it argues, there are fundamentally two paths you can walk down. You always have a choice. On one side, there's the expedient path. You know, what's easy right now. It's the little lie, the avoided conversation, the shortcut. And on the other side, there's the meaningful path. It's harder, for sure.
It requires taking on responsibility, speaking the truth, and actually confronting problems instead of pretending they don't exist.
And this is presented as the ultimate antidote to the suffering that's just part of life. Standing up straight is the physical embodiment of choosing that meaningful path. It's the decision to confront chaos voluntarily and to live truthfully. And that choice, the book argues, is what gives life a real, solid purpose and makes all the other rules even possible.
So in the end, the 12 rules are presented as more than just a list of things to do. They're really a call to action, a challenge to stop doing what's easy and instead to voluntarily pick up the heaviest load you can carry and move forward with it. Because according to this book, that is precisely where you find meaning.